We saw there the Nephilim there, the descendants of Anak that come from the Nephilim. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own sight, and we must have seemed the same to them. So they see these giants. They're too scared to go in. And because of that, they ended up in the desert for 40 years before they could even go back into the promised land to take it. There are tribes that are mentioned in the Bible that are giant tribes. We have the Rephaim, which stands for the lofty men, and they were generally seen in the area of ancient Bashan. We know the Zuzim, the tall ones, they dwelt north of the Arnon River. We know the Emim, the terrible ones, dwelt on the east side of the Dead Sea in the territory of Moab. We have the Horim, the cave dwellers, who dwelt in the south of the Dead Sea in Edom. We have the Avim, the dwellers among the ruins. They dwelt in the lower portion of Shephelah. We have the Anakim, the long-necked ones. They dwelt around the area of Hebron. And we have a few verses that even point to them. Genesis 14, 5-7. And in the 14th year came Kedorlaomer and the kings that were with him and smote the Rephaims in Ashtaroth-Karnam, and the Zuzims in Ham, and the Emims in Shavah-Kitharim, and the Horites in their Mount Seir unto Elparan, which is by the wilderness. And they returned and came to Mishpath and is Kadesh, and smote all the country of the Amalekites and also the Amorites that dwelt in Hazazon Tamar. We also know that in Deuteronomy 2:10-23, there is a ton of scripture where they're just talked about. So the scripture is pretty descriptive when it comes to giant tribes. I'm a little baffled at the fact that Paracelsus didn't even get into any of these scripture. He didn't even talk about Deuteronomy 3:11, for only Og, king of Bashan, remained of the remnant of the giants. Behold, his bedstead was a bedstead of iron. Is it not Rabbath of the children of Ammon? 9 cubits the length thereof, and 4 cubits the breadth of it, after the cubit of a man. So his bed was generally thought 13 feet long and 6 feet wide. Og was said to be anywhere from 9 to 11 feet tall. Again, scripture. I'm kind of, again, baffled at Paracelsus coming with his own ideas of where these giants came from. For someone who has professed to be a hardline Christian, at least that's what he says, it doesn't seem that way. It seems like he's more of what we would call a Gnostic Christian. They're just going to cherry pick verses, find things that fit what they think things should be, according to the gnosis that they've received, the download that they've received from some sort of off-world intelligence.